Hey party people, welcome back to Back to the Future the game. It's Chris of the California Kings, Idaho Jack on Steam, and we finally returned to 1931. We are out of our dystopian future, and we're going to set the time stream right once and for all. So let's go start by talking to young Doc Brown.
Michael, you do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Well, which one do I want to... What's...
Oh, you know, here and there. You're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine.
Yeah, well, girls are great and all, but don't get carried away. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the Expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
the rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked a rocket car.
But,
More trouble than it's worth.
Why did you
I'll
junk-
never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
But... Social utility?
social utility? Since when do you care about
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
the what?
It was Edna's
Uh-huh.
idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the Expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here.
Let's see...
What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the Expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab.
Oh.
If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay.
Minor
Catch you
mis-
around, Corleone.
October 12th. Doc?
Oh, in the previous episode, Doc had made mention of a minor miscalculation of the time circuits. We're not where we're supposed... Oh, god damn it. Okay, before I do anything, I just realized that I didn't have subtitles on. So, subtitles back on. Doc! Doc, this is not a minor miscalculation of the time circuits. Not in any way, shape, or form. This is bad. This is a big miscalculation.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh,
We're
Jesus.
2 months late. The Expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Oh, worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right.
Other
I'll
problem.
go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna?
Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Just, you know, Doc, you have a way with words. Great. Well, at least it's not a big a problem as being stuck in a dystopian future. I'll take it. Oh God, Hill Valley High School. Okay.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and... I'll talk to her.
Yeah, come on, Marty. Snap pussy out now.
Better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
All right, Edna. Okay, Doc, DeLorean, Cars of the Future tent. Arthur? Hey, Artie! Arthur! Hey, man!
Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Alright, Edna. Let's talk to Edna.
Spell it Brown. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love. Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Corleone! You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did.
Yeah, well...
Have you seen Emmett?
no.
No.
Then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never known anyone like him. So oblivious to his own potential.
Maybe...
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Corleone, but I can take care of myself.
Oh,
I know
good.
what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T.
To a T?
That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Great. Who's this guy? Oh, it's literally a guy.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds!
Jesus.
You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look
Thanks.
familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
Who are you? You're a guy. You're not even a guy. You're just a guy. I don't recall seeing you anywhere. Okay. Where are we going? Where do we need to go? Oh. Easy, Marty. Is that a door? Oh, a truck. What's in the truck?
It's not as nice as my truck back in '86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in '86.
Yeah, we've done some really hefty screwing up of the time stream here, so... front door, let's just try that out. See what happens.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight.
Alright, I
Anybody
guess
with-
I'm not going through. Cool. Fly. Doc. Doc, what am I doing, Doc? Okay, let's talk to Doc.
Well,
I talked to her.
and?
She says she knows what she's looking for, and it's you.
But it can't be me. Wasn't me. Marty, we don't belong together.
You don't have to tell me that.
Find out exactly what her requirements are. I can almost guarantee you that I don't fit them.
Well, okay. Let's click on the DeLorean.
I'm not sure if I've learned everything I can from Edna.
Oh, okay, so that's our getting out of here point. Alright, cool. Edna! Edna!
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements.
For a
man.
man?
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that?
Yeah.
Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the Expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit.
Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a
Okay.
Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Got it.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
Okay.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
Okay.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Well, that's why. Okay.
That's all the questions I got.
Yeah.
Very well, then.
Okay, we got our list. Oh. Hey, lady.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
And Arthur, let's talk to you real fast.
Hey, Artie.
Can't talk right now.
Okay. Doc, I think I got what we need for now.
Ah, good. Come back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Yes.
Edna doesn't seem to care much for Trixie Trotter.
She never could get past the fact that Trixie had been Kid Tannen's ma.
Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. Damn!
Dad never told me about a Hill Valley Expo.
It was Mayor Thomas's idea. He had visions of Hill Valley becoming a magnet for big investors in the technology sector. But the venture folded after the third year when the influenza exhibit leaked into the concession stand.
Oh. Okay.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, no! After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Okay. Let's go.
You figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably.
Then drive me over.
Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse.
Oh.
I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Okay.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Jeez, who
That's
are
right,
you?
You'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna borrow that truck. Hey, Zeus. Oh, Trixie. Let's go talk to Trixie. Hey, Trixie.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the Expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
Let's see.
So Artie's working for the Expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The Expo's darn lucky they could get him.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
What's Artie's job?
Oh, he's a real high muckety-muck at the Expo. He's in charge of all the money, and the hiring and firing.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah.
You're telling me, and super respectable, too. It's a real relief for him to have a job where the boss never pulls a gun on him.
Let's see here.
So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techne Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
Must have slept through that class.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be a goddess like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women, too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So, you work for the Expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests, and on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
It's good to see that you and Artie are both doing okay.
We're more than okay, and if things keep going the way they're going, we may be more than just friends before you know it.
Well, don't get too serious too fast.
Nah, we're keeping things casual, for now.
Good. I'm sure Grandma will appreciate that.
Well, Marty, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm pretty sure that Trixie is your grandma. Let's try this one more time.
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Okay.
See ya, Trixie.
Good and mad at
From
her.
this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Yeah, thanks. Alright.
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
Really? Oh, shit, Marty. What's here? What? Courthouse of the future. Ah!
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981.
That would be killer. Oh, man.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Corleone. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut-tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interests. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Did he just whisper, I know what you're up to?
Till you get back.
Did he just whisper, I know what you're up to? Doc! Doc, you clever son of a bitch. Okay, well, seeing as how the last episode was really long, I'm gonna cut this episode a little bit shorter, to try and keep everything as balanced as possible. Thank you all so much for watching, this episode of Back to the Future from Telltale Games. This is Chris of the California Kings. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out everything else we got going on the channel. We're showing some love to some really good games, this month, this year, all of this time. Okay, I'm gonna go.